You see these bulldozers? Do you know what they're about to be used for? I'm about to tell you. What kind of army has multiple fleets of bulldozers that they use on the daily basis? Only the most moral army in the world. Let's talk about Israel's final solution that right now they are enacting on the population of Gaza. On May 4th, 2025, Israel's Security Cabinet unanimously approved a military operation named Gideon's Chariots. Remember that name because it's important later. Operation Gideon's Chariots aims to take full control of Gaza for the permanent Zionist occupation of the territory, forcibly push the Palestinian population into concentration camps in southern Gaza controlled by Israel, who will also control and administer the flow of aid, deciding who gets to live and who gets to die. Eventually, Israel will ethnically cleanse the Palestinians out of Gaza into a third country. It's looking like it's going to be Libya right now, as the US and Libya are in late-stage talks to carry out this ethnic cleansing. As part of this, Israel has spent the last 77 days up until today starving Gaza out under total siege. This siege began when Israel ended the ceasefire and started bombing the Palestinians once again. They aimed to break down the population, starve them out, weaken them, so they can easily accomplish this final solution. As part of this, Israel even created a government agency to facilitate this ethnic cleansing that, of course, they whitewashed, but they also called up troops in reserve and stationed them outside of Gaza for this ground invasion that they started launching 2 days ago. That's what those bulldozers are for, to clear the way for the most moral army in the world. And then after they've accomplished their goals, those same bulldozers will be used to wipe the Palestinians off the map, wipe out their civilization, just as they do in the West Bank when they use these same bulldozers of destruction and ethnic cleansing to destroy Palestinian towns, destroy their shops and their streets. Of course, mainstream media continues to play its role in complicity and manufacturing consent for this final solution and this genocide. This operation is backed by the United States. It's backed by Trump, and they are whitewashing it. It's horrifying and disgusting, and we won't forget that this happened. Now let's go back to that name, Gideon's Chariots, to reconquer and eventually settle Gaza with Zionists. That's a name, Gideon, that carries deep historical and genocidal weight. Gideon is a biblical figure who annihilated the Midianites, and his name has been turned into a misappropriated term by Zionist leaders to justify, promote, and administer the destruction of the Palestinian people. Operation Gideon was an ethnic cleansing campaign launched by Zionist military forces, the Haganah and the Golani Brigade, on May 10th to 15th, 1948, during the beginning of the Nakba. This operation targeted the Palestinian village of Beisan, as well as the surrounding Palestinian villages and Bedouins. But this isn't the full picture. Operation Gideon is just one piece of the Zionist so-called Plan Dalet, which outlined their strategy to ethnically cleanse Palestinian cities, villages, and land in 1948 through massacres and large-scale erasure of Palestinian homes and land. Once Beisan was ethnically cleansed through Operation Gideon, Israel colonized it with settlers from North Africa and erased the name of the town in a larger process that happened in Israel after Zionists took control, called de-Arabization, the erasure of Palestinian history, culture, and name. So that is the weight that's carried in the title Operation Gideon's Chariots, and now you know. And their genocidal intent to ethnically cleanse has been carried out through history and is even reflected in their own words. And as Israel carries out Operation Gideon's Chariots, as I even make this video, be cognizant of how you're acting. Are you silent during the worst stage of the genocide, the worst stage of this ongoing Nakba? Act accordingly. If you enjoyed this analysis and found it valuable, please share, and follow my page. Also, I want to encourage you to contribute to our fundraiser that we partnered with an organization in Gaza with that has already raised $130,000 and will provide over 150,000 meals to Palestinians in Gaza right now. The fundraiser is in my bio. Check it out and contribute your part, or share it if you cannot. Thank you, and free Palestine.